So what Formstack does is it allows people to build online forms. So think of anything from a simple contact form to surveys, event registrations, order forms. But what we do is we allow people to build their forms in a drag and drop environment and then use it either with a link or embedded on their website, all without having to do any programming or any coding. So it allows really anybody to create these forms and collect data online without having to have a lot of technical expertise. There aren't a ton of challenges in terms of building that, but what we're always thinking about is, how do we keep adding functionality and still keeping it simple to use? Because what our users want is just the ability to do forms quickly. So when we add features or when we create new features or functionality, we have to always remember, the beauty of what we do is allowing people to do it simply. So that's the biggest challenge is just thinking through how do we keep growing the product, but maintaining that ease of use and allowing people to harness all that functionality without having to be experts in programming. So. A lot of our stuff is done through search and a lot of the inbound, because people people are looking for tools to help them achieve their goals, and so by being in search and being active in those communities, I think allows us to reach those people. But then really the focus on how customers are using our tools and actively marketing in those segments, so in the vertical markets. So spotlighting the customers and how a heating and air conditioning company can use our form tools to increase their revenue by 60%. That's a great story to tell other heating and air conditioning companies. So that's really the focus is being where people are searching, and then highlighting customers in those specific markets. Right. So we have, that's always, especially for small businesses and nonprofits who are very concerned about data and what happens to that data. So we have a lot of functionality in place in terms of security that allows you to encrypt the data and allows them to keep the data how they want it kept and not have to share it. But also just being a reputable company helps. So, responding to customer inquiries and being out in the social media space and saying, hey, we're here to help you. I think all of that lends credibility to how their data is being serviced and how it's being housed. And then also, just again, spotlighting other customers who use the service, because if they see customers in their space who are using the application, they feel much more secure that, we are reputable and we are a secure company. So. I had a lot of great panels. I think the networking obviously is great, but just really the experience of seeing what all the other companies are doing, being able to see a lot of the companies here that are involved in the small business web, and just getting to know them a little bit better. So all that kind of combined for a great couple days here at South by Southwest.